In the Italian city of Modena, an event was about to be organized to celebrate how Mariupol is allegedly rapidly recovering. The organizers cynically called the city where, according to various estimates, up to 100 civilians were killed by Russian bombing a Mercer city. The exhibition and conference was initiated by the Association of Promotion of Cultural Integration between Italy and Russia. Among speakers were supposed to be Russian Consul General, the Italian representative of the international Russophile movement, and the so-called independent journalist who published propaganda materials with disinformation and glorification of Russian occupation of the city. The Ukrainian embassy sent a request to Italy to cancel the exhibition in Modena.
At the official level, Italy strongly supports the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Ukraine. We expect a response to this Russian provocation, Oleg Nikolenko, speaker of the Ukrainian Foreign Ministry, in comment to Hromadske.
Ukrainians living in Italy didn't stand aside. On their pages in social networks and chat rooms, there were calls for actions to prevent the propaganda event from taking place.
Russians in the city of Modena are going to show a film about how they seem to have revived Mariupol, a city they destroyed to the ground. If you have connections with Ukrainians there, I urge you to block the showing of the film and ideally block the activities of that Russophile group. Victoria Hrynyuk in the group Ukrainians in Modena on Facebook.
The local authorities of Modena have publicly rejected the event organized by the Russians. According to the mayor, city municipality provides no support, including financial, for the exhibition.
The municipality of Modena does not in any way support initiatives that offer a pro-Russian interpretation of the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, which originated, I want to reiterate once again, with the invasion in 2022 by Russia. The association has signed the commitment to share the values enshrined in the Constitution of Italian Republic and in particular the ban on professing and/or practicing fascist and racist ideologies and behaviors, a commitment that we hope will be fully respected. Giancarlo Mozzarelli, mayor of Modena province, on Facebook.
The so-called prosperity of Mariupol, about which propagandists wrote, apparently consists of a medical collapse, lack of centralized heating and electricity in half of apartment buildings, and a critical shortage of housing for the citizens. Mariupol residents are not being moved in a very few new houses built by Russians after the beginning of occupation, says advisor to the mayor of the city, Petro Andriushenko. The occupation administration does not explain the reason. At the same time, according to him, Russian property search websites have published adverts for the sale of flats in these very houses.
The second part, which is naturally the most developed now, is mortgage construction. Basically, mortgage construction is intended only for citizens of the Russian Federation, and although Putin, followed by Pushilin, say that this mortgage is for the so-called newly acquired territories, in fact, for the newly occupied territories, not for Mariupol residents. No Ukrainian can use it simply because of the way it is written out.
Thanks to the efforts of concerned Ukrainians and Ukrainian diplomats, the propaganda conference was cancelled. The content can only be seen online after personal registration. Comments on the posts about this Russians have also closed. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Valeria Nikopelova, UATV News.